Hello, my name's Kerry and welcome to another episode of Beard and Mixology. Today I'm making a very traditional cocktail, one that's been around for over 100 years, and it's called the French 75. So, the French 75, named after a French artillery cannon used in the First World War, apparently. Don't know much about that, maybe they used it to signal their surrender or something. The origins of this cocktail, or the ingredients used, are a little bit debated. So, in the name of science, I'm going to make two different versions and try them and see which one's the best. This is not an excuse to drink two cocktails at one go, I promise. Now, it's my understanding that if you were to go into a cocktail bar today and order a French 75, you would be given one made with gin as the main ingredient. The other way to do it, or one that was popular in the 1940s at least, was with cognac instead, or brandy. So like I say, I'm going to make both. The recipes are exactly the same measurements and everything. So I'll just make one on camera, then I'll make the other one, and then we'll go on to the tasting. Now, before I go on, I just want to say a massive thank you to a very dear friend, an old friend, Mr. Stephen Notman, who, in support of the channel, very generously donated or gifted this bottle of Beefeater and some other bottles as well that we'll be featuring in future videos. Not only has he gifted me those, but he's given me some real excellent advice and the offer for any advice or help in the future. Now, this is a big deal because if anybody in the world knows the drinks industry, especially Scotch whisky, it's Stephen. So it is a real big deal. So thanks again, mate. Really appreciate it. Hopefully when all this virus malarkey blows over and you're back in the Shire, we're going to have to meet up for a drink. I'll make you a couple of cocktails. See if they're as good as what you used to. They probably won't be. But yeah, thanks again, mate. Appreciate it. So let's get cracked on with making this cocktail. I'll make the gin one on camera, and then I'll do the brandy one off before the tasting. So first into the shaker. So shaking cocktail is the gin, and it's 30 millilitres, 1 ounce of gin. Next up is simple syrup, and that is 15 millilitres or half an ounce of simple syrup. And then some lemon juice, 15 millilitres again or half an ounce of lemon juice. Then we just get some ice into the shaker. Lid on and give it a shake. Once you've given that a shake, you just grab a Collins glass that is magically filled with ice, get your Hawthorn strainer and strain over the top. And now to top up with the final ingredient. Traditionally, it should be champagne, but any sparkling wine is okay apparently. So Prosecco, Cava. I've gone for an American sparkling wine by Chronic Cellars called Spritz and Giggles. I've had their red wine before and it was delicious, so hopefully this was okay. As you can see, the cork is already off, and half of the drink, or half of the bottle of wine, is empty. Would you like to see why? Yeah, that's what happened. Anyway, so let's top it up. So with the bit that I've got left, you top the drink up, being careful with ice and sparkling wine because it does fizz quite a lot. And there we have it. That is a gin French 75. Now, you're supposed to put a bit of garnish, bit of lemon peel and that. I forgot to buy lemons, so this is it today. But yeah, that's it. Your French 75, the gin version. And there, as if by magic, is the brandy or cognac, if you've got it, French 75. So let's just give them a taste, because I can't wait for this episode to be over. Right, we'll start with the gin one. Very refreshing. Yeah, you can still taste the gin. There's not a lot of gin in it. I think 30 millilitres is quite a small amount, but yeah, you can still taste the gin. The lemon, because Beefeater's quite a citrus forward anyway, complements it very well. Sweet. I think the wine I've used is okay. It's alright. It's quite sweet as well. So probably a drier champagne or a prosecco or whatever would have worked better, but not bad. Yeah. So let's try the brandy one. Instantly a more complex flavour. Not surprising really, but equally delicious. Feels a little bit stronger. I don't know. That's 40%, and that's 36%. So strange, but you seem to get more of a oomph from that one. Oomph. That's what that was. Yeah. So I think I prefer that one. This one is very refreshing, but I just think the extra complexity of the brandy just goes a bit nicer, really. In both, I would probably use 45 millilitres of either the gin and the brandy, to be honest with you, in a glass this size. You can actually serve it in champagne flutes, so you would use less wine, and then obviously get a stronger flavour of the spirit. So yeah, if you're doing it in a Collins glass like this, up the spirit. If you're doing it straight into a champagne flute, 30 millilitres fine. So there you are. There's the drinks, both delicious. I wouldn't turn my nose up at either. If I had a choice of which one I wanted to drink, or if I was buying it, it would be the brandy one. Very tasty. So that's the French 75 eventually. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. You probably enjoyed it more than I have making it. I've got a lot of mess to clean up now, unfortunately. If you have enjoyed it, please click like, subscribe and the bell icon on the YouTube. Check out the Instagram. As always, everybody stay safe. And until next time, I'll see you all again with another episode of Bearded Mixology. Thanks for watching.